The 10 most expensive shoes ever made. Even though the doctor is happy with only Oxfords, everyone knows someone who's obsessed with shoes. You might even be that person yourself, always keen to hear about the new Yeezys or Jordans. But you've probably never seen shoes quite like these. High fashion designer names, incredibly talented artists, and the world's finest jewels make these the most expensive shoes in the world. I'm Secretary Prosper, the Doctor's trusted assistant, and today we will take a look at the 10 most expensive shoes ever made. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Number 10. Drake's Golden Jordan 10S, $1.9 million. It would be an injustice to make a list of expensive shoes and to exclude the world's most famous sneaker. But not just any pair of J's will do. These had to be special. That's why the first piece on this list is Drake's 24-karat gold Jordan 10S. Based on the price of gold at the time of the purchase and the purported weight of these shoes, the material alone should have been worth $1.9 million. Don't forget that's a minimum value. There's no telling what he had to pay to have them created other ways, such as by Matthew Sina, a mixed media and conceptual artist who's known for his secret process. Number 9. Jason Areshabin, Custom Tom Fords, $2 million. In anticipation of the 2014 season finale of America's Got Talent, Nick Cannon knew that he wanted to make a big statement. As the story goes, he contacted Jason Areshabin, the force behind Jason of Beverly Hills, for his help in creating the most expensive shoes in the world. After spending 4 months sourcing the 14,000 diamonds that adorn the shoe's surface and going through 7 pairs of shoes across 2,000 hours of work, Areshabin finally landed on a pair of patent leather Tom Fords as the base for his over-the-top masterpiece. But so many diamonds on shows, this is something the Doctor would never approve. Number 8. Stuart Weitzman Tanzanite Heels, $2 million. You might not know this, but Tanzanite is a rarer gemstone than diamonds. It was discovered by the Maasai tribe in 1967 on Mount Kilimanjaro, and that single mine is still the only one known to man. These heels are adorned with 185 carats of the gemstone. Despite their rarity and beauty, however, they're still considered semi-precious stones, so that alone wouldn't be enough to fetch such a high price. That's probably why the designers added another 28 carats of diamonds, just for good measure. Number 7. Stuart Weitzman Cinderella Slippers, $2 million. This one-of-a-kind pair is literally the stuff of fairy tales. Inspired by the story by the same name, Weitzman sought out to create something a bit more wearable than the fabled glass slippers. Dainty white laces carry 565 white diamonds in platinum settings to make the lucky wearer feel like a true princess. Number 6. Stuart Weitzman Rita Hayworth Heels, $3 million. Stuart Weitzman has a knack for producing some of the world's most valuable footwear, and the Rita Hayworth heels are no exception. Rita Hayworth was one of the biggest stars of her time, and she helped inspire the popularity of the stiletto heel throughout her prolific film career. Those who wonder about the connection between these shoes and Rita Hayworth need look no further than the heel satin flowers. The diamond, ruby and sapphire stones set in them once belonged to the superstar, making this a truly special pair. Number 5. Harry Winston Ruby Slippers, $3 million. These jewel-encrusted slippers were created in 1989 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz. The shoes were made in a size 4 to remain true to the film, and they carry around 25 carats in diamonds and 1,500 carats of rubies. The surprising thing about this pair is that the original shoes worn in the film sold at auction for less than these. The $660,000 that they sold for is still a hefty sum, but this remains one of the few cases where the remake is more costly than the original. Number 4. Shoes thrown at President Bush, $10 million. If it weren't so easy to verify, this would seem like a joke, but the shoes that were used in an attempt at assaulting a former president are worth $10 million to at least one Saudi Arabian man. The craftsmanship of this shoe, the Ducati Model 271, is claimed by Turkish cobbler Ramazan Baydin. There are a few other manufacturers in other parts of the world, but that didn't stop orders for the Bush shoes from flooding Baden's shop. And it certainly didn't stop Hassan Mohammed Makhafa from offering $10 million for the original pair with plans to enshrine them forever. How much do you think the Doctor's Oxfords would be worth if I threw them at Her Majesty? Number 3. Debbie Wingham High Heels. $15.1 million. Debbie Wingham began her career in fashion, expanded her interest into cakes, then brought the two together to create what was, for a time, the most expensive pair of shoes in the world. These $15 million heels look as much like a delectable treat as they do the near pinnacle of high fashion footwear. Putting these shoes together took hundreds of hours, a few precious gems, and plenty of gold, even down to the 18-karat gold thread that makes the stitching. Number 2. Passion Jewelers X Jada Dubai Diamond Shoes, $17 million. It's hard to raise the bar from a pair of $15 million stilettos, but two high-class luxury brands came together to make it happen. This particular pair is covered with flawless D diamonds, two of which weigh in at a whopping 15 carats. The CEO of Passion Jewelers weighed in on their design, saying that they reflect the spirit of the royal dream, being composed of limited edition timepieces created for the modern high society woman. Number 1. Antonio Vietri's Moon Star Shoes, $19.9 million. This is the main event, the top of the list. Forgive the pun, but this pair of shoes is quite literally out of this world. If you're going to showcase a record-breaking shoe, you do it in style. These, for example, were revealed to the world for the first time on a yacht in Dubai as a part of Mide, made in Italy, designed in Emirates, Fashion Week. It's got a heel made of solid gold, 30 carats of diamonds, and a bit of 16th century Argentinian meteorite. Those are the 10 most expensive shoes ever created. Let us know in the comments which pair you like the most. Please like and subscribe, and as the Doctor always says, together we'll prosper.